Yes, people. Love it. Here with Kristian again. Just jump. You're back. How's it feel to be back?
Awesome.
Yeah. You've been keeping in touch with everything that we're doing since.
Yeah, watching every episode, enjoying it.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad. And that's all it's about. It's just about bringing it to the people. If people want to, ask questions, if they want to watch now, watch later, you can do. People tuning in now, thanks for tuning in, guys. Give us a shout in the comment box, whatever, But let's start with a new campaign, yeah? Because we saw already.
Yeah, we can do.
Better refs 2020. And better pitches, but we'll get onto that. But better refs. Talk to me.
So obviously the refereeing standard in the WSL has been poor for a long time now, and this weekend it just got to new heights. We saw that Twitter thread from the Arsenal Manchester City game where the ref didn't book players or giving soft fouls, and then we obviously had Reading versus United, and that's probably the worst refereeing performance I've seen in a long time.
Well, people are saying that's the worst refereeing performance they've ever seen in their lifetimes. And when I say people, I mean 40-year-old grown men are saying they've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that. I've seen all levels of the game. I've been down to National League teams, women. I've been down to conference men. I've been just Sunday League games. Obviously, I've been Premier League. I've seen Championship games, men and women Championship. Now, I've never seen anything like it.
No, it was just, I don't know what to say really.
Yeah.
Do you want to go through the different situations again?
Well, there's not really much we can say because it's been said. And I mean, the goal that we actually scored legitimately, the Amy Turner one.
Yeah.
Wayne, thanks for shouting out the first legally blind ref. Listen, the Amy Turner one was 2 yards onside, and I've watched it back, and she was clearly onside. So when she did head the ball, she was in the offside. But it's as if they didn't know the rules because there was incidents where
offsides are. Well, it's obviously a mistake now, but it's not that It's not that easy to see it in real time, so you can't kind of excuse it. But let's take their first penalty. That wasn't a penalty. Amy lost her marking from the corner, and then the Reading player went up for the header, and then she just jumped into Shaki, I think, who just stood still and then fell to the ground. So that was stupid.
Yeah. Gary's saying the standard was better in the Championship than the WSL, and I can't disagree with him there. And obviously, Busby Babes, we've all been sharing that today. As Reds, they're in our hearts forever, Flowers of Manchester. But no, Gary, I agree. The standard is poor, and it's like I was saying, Kristian, I don't think they know the rules because they tried to give. Let me just say this. They tried to give Lauren offside when she was in her own half, and I mean, I don't know the rules. I'm not a ref though, but even I know that, and so it's like they weren't qualified enough. But apparently, she was a FIFA referee. So how?
That just makes it worse.
Yeah. It was horrendous, and I don't want to bang on about refs, but for all the players, and someone said to me, "Well, if you're not bothered, listen, I'm going to shout loud for what happened to Katie and what happened to us with that penalty. We're all going to be outraged about that, but it's about the whole referee, like you said, the Arsenal game. Some of them tackles, people could have
had. They were very late, and they looked bad.
And nothing happened.
It was Georgia Stanway, wasn't it? Who
made
a lot of them, and she didn't even get a yellow, I think.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, it's like that Jill Scott versus us. Oh,
Yeah,
she's a
that
nice
that's
girl. She's nice. She's a lioness. I don't care if you're a lioness, right? I don't care. Yeah, it's a yellow card, and it's like they see men and they see women, and they think, oh, but she's a nice girl. She's a lioness. She had to work. I don't care, right? If it's a yellow
like
card for a man, it's a yellow card for a woman. So fix up.
yeah, and it doesn't matter if you're like a nice person in real life. You can be a bit of a dick on the pitch.
Exactly. It's as if they don't. They sort of think, oh, they're nice people, so let's not give them a yellow. Oh, she didn't mean to do that, so it's all right.
No,
Skittles,
but
Ian,
they do
you give
everything
a
to
free kick.
win, right? And then they do stuff they don't usually do or would have thought of doing. So
Yeah. I mean, Skittles, Ian, he's just jumped in. You can give the free kick for offside where the offence occurs. I don't know what that means, but yeah. But I don't know. He's the ref. He's the actual ref, but even he said it's the worst, one of the worst refereeing performances. I don't want to bang on about the ref because I think the ref is poor, period. But someone said on our fan cams, Barmy Army fan cams, you know the ref's poor, so you have to put yourself out of sight. And we had 2 or 3 chances. I mean, the first half it could have been 4 or 5-0 up, and we have to take these chances. Jackie 2 through balls to Lauren and Jess, and
yeah, it's just lack of quality and our decision making in the final third is poor. It has been for a while. Ever since we kind of quit scoring a lot of goals.
Well, I think it's because of the stand. I think maybe it's nervousness being in the Super League or whatever. I think definitely a lot of the ones that I've seen from from the one that I've seen from Lauren, the twice I've seen it, obviously Reading and Chelsea, and I think it's not nervousness, but all the pressures on her to sort of score.
Maybe she just gets stressed out.
Yeah.
Something. Because we obviously know she can finish. It just
Yeah. She needs to basically just calm. I mean, she is usually 100% ice cold, but I think it's all that pressure on her. She's our main striker, and she's not even a striker.
And she's only 18, so
yeah,
it's not easy. It's like Mason Greenwood in the men's team. He's only 18, and we can't really put too much pressure on so young players.
I know, but that's where we're at, unfortunately, because Jess hasn't played a lot in the Super League. She, it's her first real season. Jane, I thought she had one of her better games. I think she's getting better, but she's not like a deadly striker in a way. But we can only say this over and over. We're saying it every, like you say, since the start. We've not been clinical enough. We need to start being clinical. But then when you work so hard, hiya John, you all right? When you work so hard, and you're not getting what you deserve. But I think it's going to give a fire to the girls, in my opinion, because the way they reacted on social media, calling out the ref, saying they were robbed, saying it's not good enough for the fans, for for themselves, for their coaching staff, for all their hard work. I think it's only going to be an extra fire. I mean, what do you think? I think it's going to have an adverse effect, and so as soon as a bad decision comes in, they're going to react, and they're going to lose their heads, or do you think it's going to be motivation?
I think it could go both ways. It really depends on their mentality, really. But seeing the girls react like the way they did, I think it just kind of lights a fire inside them, and they want to work harder and make sure they don't get into those situations anymore, where they're leading by 1 goal and then the decision goes against them and costs us. But that comes down to like quality again.
Quality in the final third. But talking, about tight games, because I think our last few games, John's still fuming, could cost us. It could, John. But I think now, like, we played Chelsea in the Conti, and Beth England was playing, Erin Cuthbert, who's the other one? Guru. And to be fair, they didn't do anything. Yeah, they scored that one goal.
No, Chelsea was poor, in my opinion, against us in the Conti Cup. Like, they're obviously missing Sam Kerr and G, but you kind of expect them to perform better and look better than what they did. They didn't really create that many chances.
John saying it all day, yeah.
And didn't really look threatening, and we forced mistakes from them in their build-up, but we didn't take advantage of it.
And that's going to be the difference. That's going to be the difference.
And they scored like that.
Yeah. But then Lauren went up the other end and she would have scored.
Yeah, she could have.
That's what's going to be the difference. We need to be on point, taking our chances as soon as we're getting them. I mean, I know they've just scored 8 against West Ham, but if that's pretty much the same team, it makes you think, how did we get beat off West Ham? It does, though.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I guess it was just a bad day at the office, that one.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a bad day. But for me, those top 3 teams, yes, they have a bit more clinical edge than us, but that's all it is. I don't think they're
they got
miles
more
above us.
clinical edge, and they got like more within more squad depth. So
consistent.
Yeah.
I think they're a bit more consistent than us. So they can grind out results, whereas we struggled, West Ham, Bristol, Reading, to score.
Yeah, but like the Reading performance wasn't that bad considering
No, Reading was one of the better ones.
Our third game in that week. But the fatigue really started to show in the second half.
Yeah.
Reading started to put pressure on us and created some chances. We just dropped, understandably.
Yeah, but I mean, Tooney's back now, which is good.
I also really hope Leah is back, but I don't know about that. Like
Leah,
Casey said soon, but I don't know what that means.
With Leah, I think she said, I've heard 2-3 weeks, but that was at Chelsea. So 2 weeks is sort of nowish. So maybe she might be on the bench. But listen, don't say that I've said anything. But if people want to, I don't know. I think it'll either be this week or next week, probably.
Yeah, I think we really missed
her. Play City, so
especially this week. About the last week.
What's that, sorry?
I think we really missed Leah, especially that last week when we had so many games.
Yeah. Well, Chelsea game, Leah would have changed it, I think, in my opinion. Leah or Hampton.
She brings the quality that we lack, I think.
Leah or Hampton would have changed that game because they were there for the taking, Chelsea, that night. There for the taking. Yeah. But we know Tooney's back. Leah might be back. I mean, I know we do line up league and all that, whether you're involved, but who would you?
No, I'm not.
Who would you be playing?
I think I'd go for a similar team we saw against Reading, and if Leah is back, she obviously goes straight in. For me instead of Jane Ross.
Yeah, but would you play maybe then Tooney instead of Jane Ross? Play Tooney on the wing.
Yeah, I thought about that. Tooney isn't really a winger though, but I think she can play there.
Yeah, no, she well, really. Tooney's a winger. Casey's just converted her into a number 10 kind of thing. I think she's better. I've not really seen her on the wing a lot, but apparently she used to tear it up for City and Blackburn and stuff. Obviously, they're Blackburn's Championship side, but she used to play wide right, wide left, sometimes straight down the middle. But I think she's better in the number 10 midfield-ish. But obviously, I think she's going to keep her 3. But then I would play Jess, Lauren, Tooney as the front 3.
I think that will be good.
Yeah, and they can all interlink, so they can all play across them 3 positions. Lauren, we saw a bit of her on the wing. What did you think of Lauren on the wing? She scored a goal from there.
Yeah, she did, but I didn't really think we got her involved that much, because Lauren obviously has great dribbling skills and is really strong and good to shield off defenders. And Kristine Leine, who played at right back for Reading, she isn't really a right back. So I thought Lauren could have capitalized on that and took advantage of that by dribbling past her. We saw that in the game as well a couple of times where Lauren beat her easily. But we didn't really manage to set her up in those positions that often.
Well, yeah, I think that's as well from the midfield, from the basically the fullbacks. The fullbacks didn't really set her off.
No.
But I mean, general, how do you think it has gone for us so far?
I guess better than expected, but at the same time, there are games that we should have won, or at least got a point. You mentioned West Ham and Bristol, and obviously Reading. But I think we should be shown that we can compete with the top 3.
Yeah.
We're a bit far behind, on points, but our performances against them has been really good. So
yeah. And that's why I think
this tight games as well. So we just
and
they've been tight games as well. So
yeah, that's why I think it's like a mental thing now. I think once we get our first win in the league against them, whether that's this one on Sunday, I'm hoping for it, or if it's City, I think City are the ones that are there to be caught. In my opinion, I think they're the ones that we've scored against them the most out of the top 3, because we haven't scored against the others. I think just once we've done it once, we'll know we can do it. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think because we scored so early in that Continental Cup game versus City, we knew we could do it. And I think if we get an early goal versus Chelsea, I think that's it. I think we will win. But if it goes on and on and on like that, like the league game, I hope they just, because obviously we had to win that Conti game, but if it goes on and on like that into the 80th minute, like the Arsenal one, I just shut up shop. I just take the point, mate. What would you think?
Yeah, obviously we got to take those small steps first. We lost tight games against all the top 3, and especially Arsenal and City in the first games. So I take a point on this Sunday. I think a point is a good progress first, and then we can maybe look at winning.
I mean, John's just said here, it's a learning curve. Next season we need to do better. I agree. I think this season for me is just testing the waters, testing what we can do, testing our level.
Into the league and stuff. Settling into the league.
Settling into the league, yeah. But I think now, because I didn't know what to expect going into this league. I'm sure Casey did have an idea, maybe some of the girls had an idea, but I think really all of us didn't know where we'd be at. So I think, for best of the rest, that even if we don't finish 4th, I still think we're the best of the rest. Yeah. I don't think there's any team. I mean, God, Reading beat us twice last year, but now we've beaten them once. We draw. Well, they were lucky to get that draw. But Reading aren't even, not in a horrible way, but you know what I mean? We're above that level. but it's just about being consistent and then knowing that we can beat the top three. And I think once we get goals against them, we'll know we can beat them.
Yeah, because consistency over a season is what separates us from the top three. Like, they obviously beat those weaker teams like Bristol City and West Ham and stuff, while we lost against them.
But
they nick points from each other. So
yeah.
if we can do that, we can be up there.
But then when I look
we'll see a lot of progress next season.
Yeah, definitely. When I look at, say, Everton, who are fifth, who are we're only 1 point. Really, it should be 3 points, but we're only 1 point ahead of them. They just got beat by Bristol, and that would have been a big shock to them. I mean, but then when I watched them play against City, City just destroyed them, walked through them. And when I see us play against City, it's a different kettle of fish. What do you think of, like, say, well, I know we just sort of talked about Reading, but Reading, Everton, who are our closest rivals?
I think we are above them in terms of quality, and yeah, they're obviously like good teams performing well this season, but we should be above those teams.
Oh, and also, guys, just a quick update. Sorry, Kristian, just come on. Let me look at that, guys. First game at the new stadium is Man United. So everybody get on that. Get on that. We're going to turn it red.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? Everyone who's watching here, I'm sure people have seen as well. We're doing a 50-seater bus. We've literally we sold half of it basically. So just if you're in Leigh or Manchester for Arsenal, a big game in it, Kristian. I know you're in thingy, but talk to people. Would you get on it if you were in thingy?
Yeah, if I were there, I would definitely go.
Because it's a big game, Arsenal, isn't it? Boreham Wood.
Yeah, it is. Like, I'm going to Manchester in March to watch the West Ham game, and I really can't wait to experience how it is to be a part of the Barmy Army. So
yeah.
So if you got the chance, you should definitely go to Arsenal.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. It's about just making it a bit more affordable. Not saying it's 30 quid. That's what we should pay down, but we're going to make it a bit more even affordable. More, you know what I mean? It'll be the more people come on, the cheaper it is. So, just guys, if you're watching now, or if you watch later, just hit up the Barmy Army, because we're gonna do it big. That's one of the last few games as well, Arsenal away. So
the girls need the support. Big
yeah,
game.
Definitely.
Really big
and
game.
They need support Sunday as well, because I definitely know it's over 2,000. Chelsea is saying they're bringing 3 buses full. So I think it's like minibuses though. So like what, 17 or 9? I don't really know. And they said they got people local to Manchester as well. But the atmosphere will be up for it. I'm guessing you're going to watch on the FA Player, or
yeah, most definitely.
Because it's on BT as well.
Yeah.
What do you think then about like a prediction? How do you think the game's going to go? But like score prediction as well.
Against like Chelsea now this
Sunday. Sunday.
Like I think if we perform like we did in the County Cup, we can beat them. We can get something at least. Like Chelsea didn't impress me at all. I think they just got that one moment of quality to score, and then they shut us down, and we didn't take advantage of our chances. So I think if we perform at our best and they kind of have an off day like they did in the cup, I think we can at least get a draw.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, you're getting a few good luck messages. Enjoy yourself. But Gary, he's out here saying, we're the best of the rest. Top 3 is great for the first year. It's not a superstar. I agree with Gary. And I mean, I know we push for the Pernil Harder agenda. I put it in the thing. But do you think like she could be that superstar, like take us into the top 3 then? Take us, because top 3 is Champions League next year. That's travelling around Europe. That's what she wants. Obviously, we want it.
Yeah, it's become pretty obvious that we need a striker who can score like more than Lauren has done. Not taking any credit away from her. She's done amazingly. But she's young, and we need like that top quality striker. And there aren't really many others than Pernil Harder we can get or can lift us to that level. So with her in the team, I think we can at least push City for 3rd.
Yeah, definitely. Because to me, the difference that I see between us and City is Ellen White. Yeah, Bremer's good as well. Don't get it twisted, but we've got LJ. So for me, I'd have LJ over Bremer. But even if we had Bremer and LJ, you know what I mean?
Yeah, even then, yeah.
I just think that's the difference. So that's why they're where they are. I mean, they are consistent, but you know, at the minute, Arsenal are going through a few difficulties. Arsenal fans, I'm seeing they're tagging Montemuro, like how we were doing with Casey after Bristol. They're tagging Montemuro and saying the squad's this and that.
Yeah,
and if
they have a thin squad, Arsenal. Like, their first 11 is really, really good, but there isn't many other players behind there who can step in. I think they only have like 13 or 14 first team players.
So what is their backup then? What's their total squad? Because we've got about 21, 22. What's their squad, do you know?
No, I don't know. Like, I talked to Lotte, who's been on a couple of weeks ago, and this was in December, but she told me that Arsenal has a really thin squad.
So maybe Arsenal got the same number as us then?
Yeah, maybe. Like, we don't need like 24 players, first team players. I don't think any squad has that kind of depth. But like 18, 19, maybe even 20.
Yeah.
And then a couple of youngsters.
Well, Arsenal are in 4 competitions, so maybe they do need a bit. They should have a bigger squad than us. You know what I mean?
They should have, yeah.
Yeah. So if
they've been around for a while, and we haven't. And they've been around for a while. So.
But what I will say is, Arsenal's youngsters are very good. But what I'm seeing is they're giving a lot of them away. So obviously LJ, there's a girl now in Chelsea who's scoring, and she used to be with them. There's Paige Bailey-Gale, who plays for Leicester, who's amazing. Like, I mean, she killed it in the Youth Cup game versus us. She scored a hat-trick versus our devs, last year. And our devs were just newly formed. So for our devs to get to the final that year, it was amazing. But, you're seeing people for us anyway now. Rebecca May playing. You're seeing Chloe Williams on the bench a lot. You're seeing Maria, the new LJ, I say. But no, we know there's a pathway. Whereas at Arsenal, they've got such a thin squad. But then they seem to be getting rid of a lot of their talented youngsters. I mean, I know it's not United, but what reason do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know if like Montemuro has decided that he doesn't want a bigger squad, but he really should, as they're a team that's gonna go far in every competition. But it's working in a way I wouldn't do it that way.
Mm.
I would have a bigger squad than what they have.
Well, it just seems a bit strange that they're not then bringing through these talented youngsters. Like, why get rid of LJ? I mean, people are saying attitude, but come on, really? There's this, like I said, Paige Bailey-Gale. There's Amelia Hazard, who was there, now plays for London Bees. Do you think it's because they're sort of used to winning titles, so you can't bring youngsters in when you're in that kind of thing? But then there's early stages of Conti Cup.
Yeah, you can, like, maybe that's a factor. Like they're just going for every title and don't want to risk it.
Mm.
But like you I think you should really play. You can give them a chance in the early stages of the cup, or against really poor sides, or maybe sub them in for the last 15 minutes to give some of the first team players a rest.
Yeah.
Just have a better squad management would be really beneficial for them.
I mean, God, that's some of the points that people threw at Casey during Bristol squad management. How do you think it's? Because she's had loads of injuries, but I mean, how do you think she's coped this year, sort of giving people minutes?
I'm not that critical of her, but like I would love to see like more players given more minutes in the league games. Like she obviously sticks to her preferred 11, but like for example Lotta hasn't really gotten a real chance in the league except City, but that was the first game of the season and she's just arrived, so couldn't really judge her based on that. But like against teams like Bristol and stuff, why not like play Lotta and Kirsty Smith at fullback, so we can have a better chance of breaking them down, because those two are two attacking fullbacks, and we don't really need to defend that much against those teams. Like we saw against Bristol, they didn't really have any attacking plan other than giving it to Ebony Salmon. So, and even Tooney could be given more chances in the league. I don't think we need to play Haley all the time against the poor sides, or even give Katie a rest or Shaki. You can just rotate more.
Yeah.
Because now everyone just knows who's going to start for us.
I think definitely like rotating or subbing, and I think it's maybe led to a few. I'm not saying it has, but you know, playing Lizzie.
It could be a factor.
Yeah, I mean, like games like Spurs, we're ahead. Take Leah. I mean, she did take Leah off, but take her off earlier. You know, when you're 2-0 up, right? Leah, you come off. Lizzie, you go on.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not that we have the biggest squad in the world, but like we have players who can do a job for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, or even start against the poor sides or weaker sides.
Yeah. So. Oh, Gary. How are the devs? Are we still in the Youth Cup? Gary, the devs got knocked out of the Youth Cup against Durham. It was to be fair, the devs will say it themselves. It wasn't good enough, the home game, and we lost. We lost 2-3-0 at home to Durham. But then we went up to their place, and Newsham played on the left. I think we missed the first game. Played on the left, she scored a goal, she made an assist, and I think we ended up winning like 4-2, but it wasn't good enough because obviously they had scored so many. But they've just beaten, when we played Reading, they beat, who scored a hat-trick? Maria Edwards scored a hat-trick versus Bristol, and Bristol are quite a good youth side. They're a really strong team. I've seen them do things. So they're not playing now, the devs, until next weekend, Wednesday, versus Liverpool at Altrincham. I think it's 7 o'clock or whatever. So, you know, if you're in the area, guys, come down. It's a free showing. They're doing good. They're definitely improved from when I saw them when they first started. Look at people like Rebecca May. She got a. I mean, obviously, I know it was only a few minutes. Kristian, but what did you think of her when you saw her coming on? I was happy.
Yeah, it's always good to see young players get a chance or get minutes in the first team. She didn't really get too much involved, but she had that chase down of the goalkeeper. And how good would it be if she just put in a sliding tackle, won the ball, and scored, and won us the game? I would have loved to see that.
Is there any more questions, guys? It might be a short one today, Kristian, but no, I want to talk though definitely about better pitches just for the whole WSL. I'm sure we've seen the Liverpool pitch.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the third game they abandoned or postponed now?
Yeah, third. I think that's the second game. No, it might be even the third. I don't know. But there's a petition now going around.
Yeah.
People saying and I think more United fans have put their names on it than Liverpool fans.
I even have.
Hey?
I even have put my name on it.
You put your name in it.
Yeah.
Listen, I've shared it around my group and people putting a name in it, and I'm seeing people tweeting about it that are United fans. So, you know, for me, it's embarrassing for them. I'm embarrassed for them. They're our biggest rivals, and I'm embarrassed for them.
Yeah, but it's also kind of a bit embarrassing for the league to have pitches like that. It kind of takes down the level of seriousness of the league when you see games being played on pitches like that in horrible condition. We even saw in the FA Cup game when the first team travelled there against Tranmere. The pitch was awful.
Yeah.
It was just
it's mad how they can get
goals and everything.
Yeah, it's mad how they can get the men's on. Obviously, because it is Tranmere's home at the end of the day, but they get that on. They've worked so hard to get Manchester United there, but then Liverpool women who are obviously paying them, they're not really that bothered.
No, they should. Like, we have great pitches in the league, like Lee Sports Village is a really good pitch in terms of quality, but we also have those really poor pitches. And
well, some of the girls even say it's like playing on a carpet, Lee. And they say, Lee, it's always going to be on. When they're talking about other places. I even think Adams Park is all right, but even then, that wasn't that good. Like you say, compared to a Lee, compared to City Ground, it was just meh. It bobbled a lot. There's divots. Talk though that they're going to go to the Majewski permanent, the Reading girls. I mean, that would be good. Or like getting a purpose-built stadium for them, like what City have. That would be good. I've had a question in on me WhatsApp. Deborah, she can't get online. She'll watch later. But what she's asking us is, do we think anything will change in the women's game in the next 5 years? So what the FA are talking about is getting a select group of officials, and how the Premier League do, like quality professional officials, this, that, and the other. Improving the pitches, putting more money in the game. Do you think that's all surface talk, or do you think it's actually? Can you see it happening?
I really can. I can see it happening. It should really happen. Like better refs, professional refs, and better pitches, and even goal line technology might be a realistic goal for the next 5 years. Just help the players out to perform their best after all their hard work in training.
Yeah, I mean, Casey said it. John just said there, we need better pitches, better officials. Casey said it. I think she took it off my mouth, but I said the girls, they train so hard. When I was talking about Abid scoring that goal, she trained so hard. She's a diehard Man United fan, and she scores the equaliser.
And she even had a really bad game.
Yeah.
before. And then
After
she
giving
kind
it
of
away
redeemed
to
herself.
Ellen White, she's made up for it by scoring, and the ref let her down. You know, to be fair, the girls, they played really well, but yeah, they could have scored, they could have done this against Reading, but the ref let them down. Katie, brilliant header that. Brilliant header. Get it out, get it over the bar, bang like that. You know,
When I watched that, I just thought, oh God, not another corner, because Reading looked dangerous from corners, and when the ball went out for what should have been a corner, I just thought, oh no, can we really defend this again? And then the ref pointed to the spot, and I was like, what happened now? Like, why is this a pen?
Yeah. Oh, there's someone, John, saying 2 million women and girls have started playing football. They can't cope with the influx. But that's embarrassing as well for me. After the World Cup, more people wanted to start playing football.
Yeah, you should expect
didn't
that.
realise that this was going to happen. So there's not got enough coaches. But you could have seen that happening. You could have seen it. It's been getting more popular. More people have been playing the WSL. You put in all this money around the World Cup. So why have you not got any coaches there to train up these young girls?
I think, I don't know, but you kind of have to like expect it and prepare for it after such a big tournament. And we have seen over the last couple of years that women's football has grown, and after such a successful World Cup, it's
you would think getting
pretty obvious to me that more and more girls want to play.
Yeah, you would think after getting to the semis and all that kind of stuff that they would be aware of this. This is going to happen, right? We've just got to the semis, right? We need to put more money into it, you know?
Yeah.
11 million people have been watching. Let's put more money into it. But instead, it's like they just go, well done. Our job's done now. And
like even in Norway, who got knocked out in the quarters against you, the women's game has grown and got a lot more viewers.
Yeah.
I think just the national team has won, the women's national team has won our hearts, to be honest.
But it's like they look and put, you know, they don't think, it's like we've got 75,000 people at Wembley, we've done our job, that's it, it's over. And it's like they can't, they don't know what they're doing.
It's going to grow even bigger.
Exactly.
75,000 at Wembley.
I just don't understand. Hey, I'm going to go. One of the best official in the country is a woman. Hey, Gary. I think it's Sean Massey-Ellis. That's what I think it is.
Yeah, she's probably the best linesman or lineswoman
yeah.
in the Premier League.
That ref. You're mad, it's handball. I'm surprised. Well, she's a lineswoman, innit? But I'm surprised she's not a ref because she's best.
Yeah, but she's the best lineswoman in the Premier League, and that should say a lot about her qualities and
talent. There's someone saying, "What's your biggest disappointment, but biggest success or surprise of the season so far?" Deborah again. For me, I'll go. For me, the biggest disappointment was, Alex, 1, 2, V-side, but no, 2, Bristol. Bristol was the biggest disappointment. For me, the surprise, Rebecca May coming on, biggest surprise. Go on.
Biggest disappointment, I think it's got to be West Ham away. It's probably a pretty obvious answer, but like that was a game we were favorites, I think, but the girls underperformed, and I think Casey underperformed in their like game management, and their starting 11 was maybe wrong. Biggest surprise is actually how well we've done so far this season and where we're at so early in our journey.
Yeah, definitely. Kristian, I think I'm gonna call it a day. But no, thanks for everyone for watching. I appreciate it. Keep going. Next week we're playing Chelsea.
And then it's Brighton.
Next Brighton on the Wednesday. We're going to be down in Brighton. We're getting trains. If anyone wants to come, hit us up. Barmy Army. We can tell you which trains we're on, which hotel we're staying at, all that kind of stuff. And then Thursday, 7:30 again. That's what I'm going to try and keep it to. Thursday, 7:30. Mark's going to come on. So he's going to be down in Brighton with me as well, and we're going to be travelling. So,
definitely watch that too. It's
yeah,
probably
Thursday, 7:30, guys. That's the time I'm keeping it to. So, I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.